so I'm gonna put them right in there. So see you later in about 20 minutes, I think. Here's a pair of Bond Riot TR Plus. I tried these shoes this morning. I've been using these really old Shimano triathlon shoes for about 10 years. Could be a bit longer, 10 plus years. The thing is, after I changed my crank arms to 150mm, my calves started hurting because I think my quads and glutes could produce more power, but my calves couldn't support it. So I tried to find a solution, and I had a look at midfoot cleat positioning. And for that, I actually had look at some sites and suggested Bond shoes are good for that because it's very straight. So I got this online. Interesting thing is that these the mounting position is actually already 5 millimeters closer to the midfoot, and this morning I tried it. It's really good, nicely constructed shoes. This morning I had a go, and I felt the difference. The sole is quite a lot thinner than my old Shimano's. It's got a lot thicker bottom, and I thought about actually not drilling holes there and shifting the cleat to the midfoot, but before that I just think I'm going to bake it and make them fit to my feet, then see how it feels like. It's quite good shoes. After put these in the oven at 70 degrees or lower, I set my oven at about 61. I can't really adjust so finely, so I put a pot full of water and I checked that, and it showed 61 degrees. So I'm not going to overcook them. If I need to heat them a bit more, I don't know. I just see how I can adjust it. But yeah, now I'm gonna get them into the oven. So here's my oven. I just put whatever dirty plate down there, so it doesn't really matter if something goes wrong. I just take the water out. That's what I use for checking the temperature. I don't really trust the thermostat on the oven, so I'm gonna put them right in there. So see you later in about 20 minutes, I think. So now it's 15 minutes. Before I reach 20 minutes, I kind of want to check what it's like. Oh, the metal bit is really hot. Yep, it's softer, but not a lot. I might have to bring the heat up, but another 5 minutes. I just let it sit like this. Now it's about 20 minutes later. I'm gonna have a look again. Okay, so I think I need to bring up the heat just tiny bit. Now 3 minutes later, after I adjusted the tiniest increment, I hope it's not going to be too hot. I want to check. yeah, I think. Oh, the metal bit is super hot. I think I need to leave it a little bit longer. It's certainly softer, but there's no way I can mold it. Now again, a few minutes later. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So. Yeah. I think now I've got it. Not 100% sure, but because I don't want to overdo it, I'm gonna take these out. Now I've got the shoes out. You can see my pink socks, which I'm planning to wear them without socks on during shorter distance. So I try to find the thinnest socks I could find. First, I had a bit of tightness with the right hand side, so I'm going to expand the mold just a little bit by using the a screwdriver. I hope that's gonna expand a bit. Good, that's how it's suggested. Okay, good. And now I'm going to put Foam Orthotics, good old New Zealand. I've been using this for perhaps too long, but I just feel right with these. I think it's well overdue to get reassessment, but since Foam Orthotics is in New Zealand, I can't really do that anyway. Okay, now I'm gonna put my feet in. Okay. It's quite hot. And the tightest, I suppose. And right hand side. Oh yeah, it's a lot more room now. I feel good, and I read that I just keep this position, the knees slightly bent, and just stand like that for 5-10 minutes till the shoes get harder. At the moment, the resin is a little bit moldable. Not a little bit moldable. The resin is moldable, so yeah, I can actually mold it. Meanwhile, I'm going to talk about the difference I felt this morning when I was doing the interval session. Huge difference between these and Shimano, old Shimano triathlon shoes. I just realized how much flex I had with Shimano's. I mean, these Shimano's the cheapest I could get out of what they've got, so I kind of expect that, but still the difference is massive. I think I've lost quite a bit of energy there, and also that kind of movement really strained my calves as well, so in the end I may not have to make holes and make a midfoot cleat position with these bonds. I don't know. I like to try that kind of slowly. First I do this for about a few weeks, just like how I did with the shorter crank arms. Otherwise I can't really eliminate causes. So there could be different reasons why we got that, you know. By doing it slowly, I can actually process it better. One thing I don't like about Bond triathlon shoes is that the straps, the direction of the straps. It's with Shimano's, the straps are open outwards. That's a lot better in a transition, because with this kind of shoe, straps, when I hop on a bike, I actually land on the straps. Then that means I actually have a chance of Velcro actually getting reattached to the shoes. So I need to actually redo it. Whereas Shimano straps, they actually go outwards, so there's a less chance of getting that. So that's what I would miss. But yeah, since these shoes are a lot stiffer, I think I can stand that. Another thing, Bond Riot Tier Plus are a lot straighter. Like it kind of forces me to put my feet straighter, interestingly. With Shimano, I had my heels sort of going slightly inwards. That might have caused some pain in my inner thighs. I don't know. That's what I'm gonna see. But yeah, it's quite a big difference. What else? I think I can't really comment on how cool and breathable they are, since I haven't really worn them in competition or outside. But since, you know, the part you can see the pink, that's where I don't have any anything covering, so I suppose that part is cool. That could be a problem when cold races though. That's quite exposed, so that could be a problem. Yeah, what else? Oh, by the way, I'm not walking around because when the resin is soft, the structure wouldn't hold it well from the shock from walking around. So I supposed to be standing still and just keeping one position till it kind of become harder. My feet are getting quite warm, but it's not extremely hot. I can stand that. I'm kind of glad that I'm wearing socks. I think that would be quite harsh if I don't wear socks. Yeah, see how I feel afterwards. Lovely socks with my, you can see my leg hair. Because I haven't got any races coming up anytime soon because of the restrictions. I haven't really been shaving my legs, so excuse my hair. What else? Yeah, the sole is quite thin. I had to bring my saddle about 1 centimeter lower than what I had with Shimano. Actually, a little bit more than that. That's probably because, one, the sole is thinner, and two, the cleat position was about 5 millimeters behind, kind of backwards. So that means I use less of leverage at the feet, but that's kind of good because I won't be using too much of my calf muscles. That would be good for the run. And also using less of calf muscles, I think I can actually put more power down without worrying about straining my calves, which has been a problem because I get really tight calves. With short crank arms, I've been able to maintain the bike output. I did FTP test recently, and that was the same. I kind of expected that to be a bit better, but I had the same FTP as 2 months ago. Partly because shorter VO2 max intervals I've been using, because I kind of figured out that I gain more FTP from longer 60-30 kind of VO2 max, not 30-15. So I'm going to try doing that from now, which I actually did this morning. That was quite good. Yeah, I think my feet are done already, so I'm going to take these off. Ooh. Oh, I feel fresh. Good. So that's how it looks like. I won't be doing any cycling sessions for another few days because I've got a long run tomorrow, but I'm looking forward to it. I would like to feel the difference what I had this morning to with a newly molded Bond. I'm looking forward to it. I've been on a bike for almost 3 hours. I've been testing the new shoes. They've been quite good. Obviously, a huge difference from the time I used them without molding to my feet. I did over 3 hours. I did 1.5 hours of math effort, but with 60 RPM cadence. It's good. It's 60 RPM, so I put a very firm pressure onto the shoes, but it's good. I don't have anything though, so I don't have any really bad the pain. Obviously over 3 hours, my feet got bigger, so I feel the pressure. But I'm wearing socks today, just because of 3 hours, and I don't really like so much sweat getting into the shoes. But I suppose if I take my socks off, it's going to be quite good, I think, which I would do during a race anyway. It's going to be really interesting when I do interval training, because I'll be putting a lot more wattage. Today the effort is not so high anyway, but still I really felt that These shoes are very stiff, and also after molding, my heels don't move at all. And I think that makes quite a bit of a difference when it comes to output. And yeah, I don't have any calf problems. Obviously it's low intensity, so I wouldn't, but it's gonna be quite interesting when I do interval training in a few days. I just finished 3 sets of 6 times 60 seconds hard, 30 seconds easy. It's my VO2 max training. Today I could put more pressure, more power through the shoes. I could feel the difference. Very stable. I've noticed that my old foam orthotics need some adjustment, but because I felt like on the right hand side, just at the base of my pinky here, this part was sinking about 1 millimeter or so, so I couldn't really push hard in that part. If that's corrected, I think it's gonna be perfect. Shoes, no problem. I didn't use much of my calves, although I probably need to wait till tomorrow until I actually feel it, or this afternoon, but I didn't feel that. I think that was something to do with the saddle height as well, so it's sorted. Good shoes, very good shoes. Sorry, I'm still catching up on oxygen. I've got about 5 more minutes to cool down, so it's all good. About sizing, I've seen on the net, some people said, oh, the sizing on chart is a bit wrong. I think it really totally depends on the individuals. I've got very wide feet, and when I wear Shimano's, I usually buy size 43. I think that's US 9, and I got the same thing, size 43, and they were good. Of course, as you've seen, I had to widen the right hand side a bit, but otherwise it's quite good. I don't feel too much room at the front, so yeah, I really think it's more of an individual thing, just like running shoes. So that's about it. I hope the information helped you for using short cranks to wearing shoes which we can mold. I think Lake has got their shoes as well, and Shimano does it too. Nowadays I think there's some other options too, but yeah, Bont, I really like them. Yeah, if you liked it, please subscribe my channel and click on the bell, so every time I put up some random videos you get to see. See you in the next video.